All right, y'all. So I apologize. Forgive me for taking too long to get this series done. Life just be lifing sometimes, okay? So, all right, my grandma, she ended up passing April of 2019. I was still in school, trying to, maintain and finish the semester off. And I remember God saying, like, you're going to just, remain strong and you're going to be able to take a trip. And so I was like, ooh, yes. I was excited about that, right? So I had the option. I could go to a family trip or go on a cruise with my friend. I was really leaning towards going on the family trip, but it's like it was my friend's birthday and I was trying to be a good friend. Side note, I have no friends. I didn't really talk about the friend aspect, but my life wasn't designed to have friends. I am friends to people, but people are not friends to me. So I ended up finishing off the semester, and assist got all A's that semester, despite all the shenanigans that was happening and going on. And so I ended up taking the trip with my friend, and it was definitely an experience. It was a beautiful trip. I definitely enjoyed every part of it. And it was my first time seeing like a shooting star. And when I seen it, it's like I was like by myself. We went on a cruise, and I was by myself just on like the little deck or whatever not. And I just didn't know what to pray for. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm supposed to like ask for something or do something, and all I could say was, God, allow your will to be done in my life and not my own. That was the first time I seen a shooting star. This again was in about May of 2019, and then we stayed in Puerto Rico for like a week, and we seen alien ships in the sky. It was a pretty awesome trip, to say the least. I truly enjoyed myself, especially after going through all of that. It was definitely well needed, but keep in mind, the sis was still jobless, okay? A sis still ain't have an income, but the way I was managing, again, I was doing well for myself. I had a good savings. I had plenty credit cards with like a high balance or a high limit. And I wasn't really using the credit cards. I was really smart with my usage in my credit cards. Like my credit score was like really up there. Like I was doing good. So it's like I could still afford to take the trip despite me not, working at that time. So that year, it's like I've never like not worked since I was 16. So I'm not gonna lie, I was living my best life. I was really hanging out a lot with my cousins. We would be doing any and everything. And listen, the sis was shopping up a storm, but sis was doing a little too much. Okay, I ain't gonna lie, I was living my best life, and I enjoy it. Was basically three of my cousins that I was hanging out with, and they were like really into the Bible and going to Bible study and studying the Bible and all that. And so I really enjoyed their dialect when they was talking about God and stuff. It was nourishing to my soul, my spirit. I just started my journey with God after my diagnosis in January of 2018, and really became serious about it in September of 2018. But it's like I've been more so obedient, like just listening to God's word, like what he poured into me, and just following his direction and being obedient so far. And so I really enjoy like hanging out with them. They really made the summer amazing. And then my other grandma, the one that I haven't talked to for years, but we got in contact that year, January of 2019. And she she has always dealt with health issues, but she ended up passing July of 2019. And it was a lot happening at once, because again, I've never dealt with death of anyone like close to me, that I was attached to. And to have both my grandmas go in the same year, it was a lot. But my family, again, thank God for family. It was nice to have them on the journey to keep me afloat and to keep me sane and to keep me going and still see the light side of life. Honestly, my uncle, he ended up getting married that year. Like it was a good year. Okay. Now, here's where new levels, new devils. Okay. Now, again, I'm communicating with God. I'm learning about God. I'm, just working, building that relationship with God. I'm still new to this. And after my grandma had passed, my sister, she ended up going to see a psychic or whatever. Now, I ain't really too much care or know much about psychics. That wasn't really my thing. Okay. And she was like, the psychic told me that, one of my grannies told me to go to church and my other granny said that she didn't like the funeral. And knowing both my granny's personalities, that sounded just like both my grannies. And so I'm like, that's kind of interesting, but it's like my sister, she talked too much. Like she probably gave them some information or something, or I don't know, but I didn't really, trust it. So I was like, I'm going to go check out the psychic myself and see what she has to say. Yeah.